All right. And then coming down, placing your hands back on your lap. Let your head draw down. Inhale and exhale. Let the head be heavy. And all those thoughts that are either negative or burdensome, thoughts that you don't need, see if you can visualize them just gently leaving. And now take, as if you're saying no, taking your head side to side, chin to each shoulder as you go side to side. Let's slow it down a little bit. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1. Again, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. This time, lift the head up, look out and over your left shoulder, take your right arm down. Just let your gaze travel directly to the other wall. Feel that nice stretch. Lift your gaze, other side. So you're looking to the right, left hand is down. Ah, nice. Let's do that again. We'll turn, look to the right. This time, if you like, you might hook your hand behind your chair or place it slightly farther back. Breathe into that stretch. Making sure that you don't notice anything on that wall. Because right now, for this hour, we're just doing this. We're not concentrating on anything else. It's also possible to do your entire practice with your eyes closed. And come forward, turn the palms up, and just first come to just extended arms, palms up, in a position of receiving. As you continue the arms upward, think about gathering energy, coming up together. So you can't quite see it, but my arms, my hands aren't touching. So you're kind of holding this energy that you gathered here, and then just bring it down to your heart. Again, a little bit of self. Okay, let's do that again. Arms down, we'll just go all the way up. Gather positive energy. Perhaps we can even consider that we're gathering it from each other. And down. Wonderful. Zoom is not the same as in person, but I believe you can receive the same sort of sense of community by being with each other, and the same sense of sharing positive energy. Nice. Okay. Inhale and exhale. And bring the hands back. I'm going to cross my feet, and then I'm just going to go side, side, nice and easy. Side. If you're coming back to yoga after perhaps not doing it for a week or so, just take your time getting your muscles ready. And now we're going to send the arm up and up, nice and easy, and up, just to where you feel the tightness start to happen, and then just stop there. And now we're just going to go down, pressing it down and pressing it down. Nice. Nice. And bring the hands down. And then just tip the feet. I'll take the screen down here. Feet out, and they can either be on the floor with the toes up, or you can lift them up. And let's just make some circles. Actually, let's do the hands at the same time. Let's just do the wrists and the ankles. A lot of creaking here in my house with these joints. Other direction. Nice. Place the hands down, feet down, and now let's do alternate point and flex. Either heels are on the floor or you've got them off the floor. Widen the stance, toes, heels, toes, heels. Nice, and down. Let's take our left leg, bring it up, hold it for a second. Take our right. Nice. Back to the left, left hand on it, and just gentle open and close. Nice. And a little bit of circling. Other direction. And down. Right leg, right hand, open, close. Nice. Circle. Other direction. And down. And just bring them side to side. It's getting a little warm up going in the hips. And feet down. Let's bring our hands to our shoulders. So you have the fingers to the front, the thumb to the back, and we're just going to go, let's go slow, nice and slow. Have those elbows making some nice big circles around. Sometimes I do imagine that I've got a crayon or something on the end of my elbows and I'm creating these nice big circles. Other direction. And just go nice and slow and easy, just warming up that shoulder joint. Nice. And leave the arms, shoulders out, reach the arms out. And let's leave those arms right where they are. Scissor the feet out. So we're in a wider stance, and then just bring the arms up into the five-pointed star, gazing upward in a position of giving and receiving and incredible openness. Inhale, reach through those fingers, and exhale down, bringing the hands to your thighs. You might scoot forward just a little bit. You've got your feet flat on the ground, and you don't have to be as wide open as I am, just what feels comfortable to you. And now we're just going to take a circle at the waist. And if you'd like to just let your head also be very loose, this would encourage all those thoughts to fall right out. And again, imagine that fan taking them away. And let's reverse direction. So you might feel yourself get lost in this. It has a really nice feeling. And coming back up, straighten that spine again, one vertebra right on top of the other, all the way to the top of the head. We're going to lean forward, leading with the sternum forward. So what you're feeling in your back is a little bit of a back bend. Come back, straighten the spine, forward. And we are definitely exaggerating this forward motion and back. Now let's come forward and then take the arms back as well, as if we're just getting ready to dive into a pool. We'll bring the arms together and clap. And then forward as if you're going to dive, and back. And forward and back. One more time, forward and back. Leave the palms together. Your spine has back to being nicely aligned. Take the elbows together. Pause right here. Great. If you have a little bit more stretch, you can just experiment with this. You might lift the elbows a little bit, maybe down. So just experiment with if you've got any room to explore a little bit of a lift here. All right, and then we're going to take them out into our cactus arms. Nice. So right now we're in the seated goddess. So press into the floor with your feet. Press, release, press. Feel all those muscles activate. Press, release. One more time. Press, release, straighten, down, hands on your palms. No, hands on your thighs. Excellent. Sometimes words slip in that I don't want to slip in, so I just correct them. Okay, and we're just going to come in, bend one shoulder in, then the other shoulder in, keeping the spine straight. I know it sounds like, how can you? But you can. All you're doing is spiraling. Here's where all the action is, right at your waist. Okay, you go from one side to the other. Last one. Come back up. Let's scissor our feet back together. Back together. Great, great, great. All right. Let's take our hands on our shoulders. Press your back to the back of the chair again. Let's just go side, lift the elbow. Inside. Again, you can keep your back right against the chair as you go side to side. It's a nice solid place to feel the support. All right, we're going to switch it up. As we come over to the left side, take and lift the shoulders and come into a twist. Feeling free to hold on to the chair. So you might start your gaze straight to the opposite wall, or you might take and tilt your head so that you're looking slightly behind you. Just see what kind of range of motion you have in this position. And your legs stay forward. Now let's go to the other side, over to the right, and same thing. So you start gazing in the twist direction, but you might be able to take your head a little farther than the body twist. And then let's go to the other side. Nice. And again, twist. Keeping it steady for yourself and taking it to the gentle edge that works for you. Here's this one, and then one more. Over. Nice. Roll the shoulders, shake them out. Tap the feet. Nice. All right. Let's get some energy going. I'm just going to adjust this just a little bit. There we go. All right, we're going to take our little jog. Those of us in New England are going to pretend that it's a lovely day out, perfect for jogging or walking or sitting outside. And we're going to take our hands up into our jogging arms, and it's an opposite. As one arm comes forward, the opposite leg comes up. So again, take this to whatever degree that you'd like. You could lift your knees higher if you'd like. You could keep them lower. You could exaggerate the arm movement or just keep it low. But we're definitely going to get the heart rate up just a little bit. Feeling yourself having to take recovery breaths as we go along. Think of a destination. Maybe we're going to jog across the ocean or jog across the country in our imaginations, in our visualizations. Nice. Pause anytime you need to. Get those breaths so that you're really bringing the breath in. All right, and 3, and 2, and 1. Down, inhale. And release. And just continue to take the breaths that you need to come into recovery. Nice. Let's scoot forward in the chair. We'll take our right leg, straighten it out, and then have the toes pointed upward. The other leg stays in its 90-degree angle. And we're going to take our hands onto our thighs and then just come forward. So nice straight spine as you come forward, leading with the sternum and the nose. So you feel the muscles in your calves and in your thighs. Stretch. Coming, just maybe experiment with how far forward you want to come. Make sure you're not feeling any pain, especially in your low back. There's discomfort that you can tolerate, but we never want to tolerate pain or sharp pain, especially. Come back. We're going to take our left foot forward, right leg 90 degrees, and just lean forward. So you've got this nice straight spine and just stretching out the calf and the hamstring. Nice. Stay on the edge of your seat. I usually do this one this way. So stay on the edge of your seat. Press your feet into the floor. Press, do a couple of presses into the floor. All right. We're going to use that muscle action to stand up. So we bring our arms forward, or you can use hand rests, whatever works best for you today. Arms forward, nose first, forward, and come up to standing, and release downward. All right, we'll come so that we, and I just need a little bit of a drink here. We'll come so that we face the chair. What we're going to do is just be in standing mountain. So you may not need to face the chair. You may just stand, feel all parts of your feet on the floor. Just a little bit of space behind the knee here. Think about shoulders back. So you've got a little bit of a squeeze there in the shoulders. Just let yourself settle into the standing mountain. Feel as if this requires no effort at all to just stand here. Your feet are hip distance apart, your shoulders lined up right over your hips. Just take your arms gently and stretch them up just to get a sense of your length. Then you can just bring them back down to your side. Again, squeeze those shoulders, softness behind the knees. Inhale, exhale. Let yourself now, this is very subtle, but let yourself just begin to slightly sway forward. Your chair's right there if you need it. Sway back to the side, keeping the body, keeping that alignment we talked about. So the spine stays one vertebra right over the other. Shoulders stay over hips. So it's not a bend. The whole, it's like your feet are glued to the floor. And you might just say, oh, let me try this direction. Let me try that direction. Closing your eyes adds a little bit to it, or it makes it slightly scary or risky. But remember, your chair's right there. So coming to think of our nice, gentle summer breezes, just blowing us gently in any direction. So as you move here, you're going to feel that sometimes your weight is more on your heels. Sometimes it's more on the balls of the feet. Sometimes it's on the side of your feet. And then just gently bring this motion to a close. Just coming to your standing mountain. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Now let's face our chair. Bring your fingertips to the chair. We're going to bend the knees. Let's just bend them until we feel our Achilles engaged. Release. Bend. Release. Bend. Nice. We'll add the chair arms. So bend and then hip hinge back. Hands can be on the chair or you can send them out into the chair pose. Think about, remember the swaying that we did, think about that your weight is more on the heels right now. Inhale, reach up, and then just bring your hands back down. Nice, let's do that again. Bend at the knees, hip hinge back, keep the spine nice and long, and reach those arms out. And it truly is as if you're getting ready to sit back in the chair, but you don't. So again, think about the weight on the heel. Inhale up and release. And I just want to show you what the arms are doing. All right, so we bend into the knees, we hip hinge back, we bring the arms out, okay? And then as we come out of it, we rise up, we inhale, and we just open the arms up and come back to the chair. Let's try that one more time. Bend into the knees, hip hinge back, arms up in chair, and then we rise up, open the arms, and release them down. Nice. Just shake out the legs just a little bit. Okay. Let's take our left side to the chair, and we will need our left arm on the chair for this. And what we're going to do is first, to prepare for this pose, we're just going to go lift up onto our feet. So we go up on the ball and down. So we're exaggerating this, absolutely. And you might be feeling a nice stretch in the arch of your foot. So as we come up onto the ball of the one foot, we press down while the other leg holds us up. Nice. All right, so that was just a nice little stretching of the arch exercise. Okay, we'll do the front of the foot in just a minute. All right, so we have our left side to the chair, left hand on the chair. Take your weight over to your left leg, so you're on the ball of the right one. We're going to do the infinity circle. So bend into the standing leg and take the right one up, back, and around. So here's the infinity part of it, or you might call it figure eight, whatever image works for you. So think about how we're working our hip joint. Making this infinity circle as small or as large, I just am watching myself add my arm. Feel free to add your arm to this or not. You're going to feel that in your hip. And let's do one more. Down and release. Shake it out. Coming to the other side. So we have a right hand on the chair, right side to the chair, and bring your weight over to your right side. And if you'd like to add a little bit to this, we started by bringing the hip back. So we come back, lift, and up as I go into my plant. Around. There we go. Okay. And if you want to add the arm, and it's kind of a flowing, it doesn't stop because it's infinity. And we just keep going through it, and your straight leg, your right leg has a bend to the knee. All right, and then pause and come down. So just for instance, if you've got, if your hip is sore or maybe one hip moves better than the other, You can just keep it down real low like this, just coming side to side with it. It's all about getting motion in the hip. Okay, so turning in, turning out, turning in, turning out. All right, and now let's just widen our stance just a little bit, bend into the knees, and just circle nice and slow. Today is about movement, but it's also about ease. We have no goals today, except for this hour to come into our bodies, to connect mind, body, and spirit. Other direction. Nice. And come back. And since we're here, just turn the toes outward. Taking your arms up, we'll come into five-pointed star. You can take your gaze straight ahead or slightly towards the sky. And release down. Scissor the feet back together. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Okay. What we're going to do is just work a little bit more with the idea of the sternum forward and the squeeze of the shoulder blades. So you could come back here and start by bringing your hands to the chair. If you've got a little more room to stretch, you can bring the hands back behind you so that they're clasped. And you can feel how this opens the front of the body and at the same time squeezes the shoulder blades. We are most open to receiving when we have our heart forward like this, heart forward to give and to receive. We're also the most vulnerable. So the idea that we're often kind of like this, it's a protection thing. So here in this yoga class, in your home, you can be open. And now take and just move the hands double fisted right into your back. If this is uncomfortable, just leave them down. If even clasping is uncomfortable, just leave them at your side. Okay, and now we'll face the chair. This is what I was trying to figure out before. We'll face the chair. We have our hands either here or down. We're going to come into a back bend. And I'll show it to you with the hands here, and then we'll do it with the chair. So press your body. So find that space where when you lean forward with your belly button, you touch the chair, and then just look gently upward and back and release. And with the chair, you have your hands on the chair. Feel a stretch in the front of the body as you come up to the chair, pressing your lower abdomen to the chair and release. So for this last one, decide if you want your hands to the chair or you want them back behind you in any way. And again, so feet flat on the floor, and the knees be fluid. Come forward, gently look up towards the sky. And release and come to your nice straight spine. Let's open and close our fingers. Circle the wrists. So throughout class, just be mindful of where your gentle edge is in any given pose. We're all different. Reach the thumbs towards each other, reach those fingers out. Nice. And then we'll do, so we just did the back bend. Now we'll do kind of the opposite pose, which would be keeping your hands on the chair, which would be to walk backwards, keeping the feet together, kind of like when we were going into the chair. We bend the knees, we reach, we hip hinge back. I just need to fix this, and we have our fingers on the chair. With the support of the hands on the chair, you might be able to get a little bit more stretch backwards, bend a little deeper into the heels, and really feel hamstrings and calves. come forward. So we release the pose. Inhale and exhale here. Let's do it again. We'll walk backwards. Feet side by side. As if you're going to sit down, hip hinge back. Lengthen nice and long through the spine. Stay at that gentle edge place. All right, one more time. Come forward. We can add a little back bend right here. Lift. And then one more time, we'll walk back. Bend into the knees. Send your buttocks backwards. A little deeper knee bend maybe, but really be where you are. Honor your body. Great walk forward. Nice job. Just loosen everything up. Another drink. I keep hearing articles and news reports about how important it is to hydrate in the winter because our bodies don't always tell us when we need fluid in the winter. So just as important to keep drinking enough water in the winter. Okay. Let's go into warrior on each side. So we'll start with our right side to the chair. We're going to take our right foot slightly forward, take our left back, and just as we get started, I'll show you the foot action of this. So right forward, left back, and notice how the back one is cocked out just a little bit. Find your distance here, whatever seems appropriate for you. And then we'll gently see if we can take our hips and turn them forward a little bit. Bend into that front knee. We keep the back leg straight. Make sure you can still see your toes, and then we reach our arms up. Okay, you can keep one arm on the chair if you like. I'm going to change it into warrior two by just turning the body and adjusting the arms so that one goes back, one goes forward. We still keep the front knee bent. Now we're side and release back. Okay, let's go through warrior one and two on that side again. So right, actually it's your left foot that's forward. Your right goes back, bend into the front knee, slight little swivel of the hips, and we reach up. Great, you can look up, you can look forward, hold the chair, feel that nice lift in the core, and now change it, turn the body to the chair, reach the front arm forward, the back back, so it looks like, kind of like that. And then release down. All right, let's do warrior one and two on the other side. We are going to take our right foot forward, our left back. Again, we have a little angle to the back foot, bend into the front knee. Check out your toes, arm up, nice looking up or looking forward. Pressing that back foot into the floor. We tend to take, when we're in the warriors, to have all the weight, not all the weight, but the majority of the weight on the front. See if you can balance it out front and back. Turn now. As you're in warrior two, looking out and over the front arm, and release. Shake it out. Do a little jig if you like. Okay, right foot forward, left back. Again, find that ideal space for you. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Slight little twist, bend into the front knee. Arms come up. Feel the power. Feel that sense of your total connection to yourself. Mind, body, spirit. And now we look out over the front arm. Sometimes we describe this as future, present, past, and just noticing that we are 97% in the present, okay? And release down. Especially now, what we have is our present moment because we're unable to control what's going on in the world in any way. We can control this, but we can't do anything about the past, very little about the future. All right, we're gonna come back to seated again. I need a little more water. And before you do that, we'll take a moment to we'll stand in front of our chair, having your legs touch the chair. We'll sit down the same way that we stood up, which is to hip hinge as if you're going to sit. Arms are out and slow motion. Let yourself gently come into your chair. It always feels good to get back into the chair. Scoop yourself back so that you feel that we are coming back to our original seated mountain. Feel your feet connected to the floor. Oh, not quite. I didn't really adjust that just the way I wanted. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we're seated, seated, back in our chair, feet flat on the floor, feet parallel, right under your knees, back is back. Let's just take our hands down and just bring them gently behind us. So really deepen that connection to the chair, gently look upward and come back to neutral. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. All right, as you're letting your body relax, let's just work the face just a little bit. And by that I mean like squeeze the eyes, open them wide, open your mouth, tongue side to side. Just stretch out as much as you can the facial muscles. We hold tension everywhere. But we very much hold it in our faces, whether we're talking or listening. As things are flowing around and round in our brains, we might clench our jaw. We might squeeze here in the forehead. All right. And please take 2 fingers, put them right beside your ears, and just massage right in that kind of soft spot, just about where lower and upper jaw connect, and then gently just come down. Nice little circles as you put a little bit of pressure on moving up and down your jawline. Nice. And again, we're going to take our tapping fingers, and we're just going to stay on the eyebrows, right where the sinus is. And then we're going to come under the eyes to the lower sinus. Nice. And then take your arms, and you can either cross them, although that looks like choking, doesn't it? All right, so take your arms back and just give your shoulders and your neck just a little massage. You might find some tight spots in there. All right. Let's bring our hands together, interlace. Gently press it forward. The same time you're pressing forward, press your back to the wall, keeping a nice round circle right here as you press forward. So we're not straining the elbows at all. And come in and out. And actually, let's bring the hands up. We are in a new year, so this is a really nice exercise for new years. So you have your hands here or just one on top of the other. You start wherever you'd like here. What we call this is clearing the slate. So let's see if we can clear the slate of unwanted, anything unwanted. Okay, so we bring it down, out, push it away. Bring it down and push it away. Bring it down, push it away. Bring it down, push it away. And down and push, sending it out, sending it right out the window. All right, here's our last one. And down and push away. Great. Now let's take and replace what we pushed away with some positive energy. So we take our hands up, and first, we start right here. We're going to scoop up positive energy. Know that it's all around you. Know that we're sharing it right now, and it's being shared all across the country and the world. So we're going to scoop up some positive energy, and then we're going to sprinkle it down on us, replacing what we just got rid of. Scoop more up and let it sprinkle down on you. And again. And knowing you can do this, imagine it, visualize it at any time. And let's do one more. And sprinkle it down. Just take our fists and just gently tap into our thighs, the sides of our legs, our IT bands. If you'd like, you can scoot forward and do some tapping to your glutes. These are our power muscles. They work really hard for us. They love to work. And this helps to relax them, coming back to the top of your thighs. And now let's extend one arm and just gently tap up and down on the arm. Coming up so you get the back too. Do the other one, nice gentle taps. All of this stimulates the movement of the lymphatic fluid in the lymph system. Any movement stimulates the lymph system to keep that active and working. Now just take in both fists and tap on your shoulders. Nice, shake it all out. Okay. Coming into our seated mountain and beginning to let everything go. While we come into these last few moments of class, I wanted to read this that's called A Blessing for the New Year, and it's by John O'Donoghue, an Irish poet. And there's a word in here, currach, C-U-R-R-A-C-H, that means boat. Okay. Just close your eyes. Let the words flow over. Let your breath be your natural breath. Let yourself feel like you're sinking into the chair, that your back is against the chair. Feet gently, firmly on the floor. A blessing for the new year. On the day when the weight deadens on your shoulders and you stumble, may the clay dance to balance you. And when your eyes freeze behind the gray window and the ghost of loss gets into you, may a flock of colors, indigo, red, green, and azure blue, come to awaken in you a meadow of delight. When the canvas frays in the kura of thought and a stain of ocean blackens beneath you, may there come across the waters a path of yellow moonlight to bring you safely home. May the nourishment of the earth be yours. May the clarity of the light be yours. May the fluency of the ocean be yours. May the protection of the ancestors be yours. And so may a slow wind work these words of love around you, an invisible cloak to mind your life. And just continue with your slow, gentle, even breath. Eyes closed. Listening to your breath. Bringing your hands into prayer position. Let's join our voices in Om, the universal sound. Inhale. The light in me honors and sees the light in each of you. May we each find the light hiding behind the dark clouds. Namaste.